What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. One of the main concerns always, especially when there's new iOS releases out, is battery life. And having said that, with iOS 26 introducing liquid glass, all those animations definitely lead to additional battery drain. And then now on iOS 26.3, yeah, it remains true to life. Those issues can be negated with a couple of settings tweaks, although I'm going to go ahead and just preface this video by saying none of this should be necessary with new devices or even past devices when you're, I don't want to say removing features, but definitely kind of negating some of the options in settings, which is what we're going to show you in this video today. Now, having said that, if you are having really bad battery drain or just do want to extend the battery life on your iPhone, I'm going to show you today on our 17 Pro Max exactly some options of what you can do. So let me go ahead and start this screen recording for you, and what we're going to see here is a lot of features that you're going to find to be tweaked in settings. So right off the bat, if you jump into settings, and I'm going to get out of battery really quick, and just starting right from Jump Street, we're going to talk about the settings of the general background app refreshes to make sure some of these are turned off. So we're going to go to settings, and then we're going to go into general and then background app refresh right here, and you can see everything by default, and I have a ton of apps, and the more you have, the more you're going to see being a possibility of what is going to drain your battery life. If you don't want to have all these on for background app refreshes, I suggest turning some off. So like Omni I don't need, Outlook right now I don't need. Let's go ahead and even just turn off BFCU, PayPal. So all of these right here, you can turn off one by one to actually help extend your battery life. This could be great, especially if you have apps that really just truly don't need to refresh in the background. This will help hopefully improve that battery life ever so slightly. And then going out of that, let's see what my other one is here. Let's go into settings and then privacy and security for location settings. So we're going to scroll down here, and at the bottom of settings you'll see privacy and security and then location services. So what you're going to look for here is any app that has that little compass pointing or the little notification for navigation icon, and that tells you what has been using the app recently with location services. So camera, you would kind of expect if you take pictures, App Store, you can take it or leave it, and then DoorDash, Facebook, Google Apps right here, Hard Rock Bet, anything you see here that you might not want to actually have pull your location services, you should turn these off to only while using or never, and that would help actually save some battery life because it's not always pinging. You've probably seen that symbol up on top, kind of where you see my, looks like my little half moon for my Do Not Disturb being on. This will actually also help you restore battery life very so slightly also. And then also under privacy and security, location services for system settings. So still under privacy and security here, we're going to scroll down to the bottom here, and then you're going to see location settings. And let me find where that was actually. You could always turn this off as well for app tracking, but that's not going to hurt your battery too much. Location services, and then system services at the bottom here. So you can see currently alerts and shortcut automations is on, currently pulling data in from that, cell network search, compass calibration, find my, home, all of these with the purple indicator show it was just used. You can see right here it says at the bottom, a purple arrow indicates that an item has recently used your location. A gray arrow shows what has been used in the last 24 hours. So this right here, again, could be a substantial drain, and you really don't realize how many of these system apps or system settings are actually being used in this background respect. So it's something else you might want to turn off here. I mean, you can turn off alerts and shortcut animations if that's not something you use. Apple Pay merchant identification, turn that off. Device management. There's a ton of prompts here for system services that you can get rid of that will definitely help in that regard as well. And then also going right into settings still, back on the main page and scrolling up, you obviously have battery as its own section. And when you go into this, thanks to the iOS 26 changes, you can now see what's using your battery and a ton of different options here. But before we jump into that, I do want to talk about power mode. Power mode, if you're not using adaptive power mode, this will just consistently drain your battery regularly without any sort of AI background processes trying to tweak and utilize your phone to how you best use it. You can see if you have adaptive power on, it says when your battery usage is higher than usual, iPhone can extend your battery life by making performance adjustments such as lowering display brightness, allowing some activities to take longer, or turning on low power mode at 20%. By using this, it will also hopefully help you build a better day of battery usage. And then after that also, like I was saying, when you look at your day in the life basically for daily usage, if you go to view all battery, what you want to look at here is the app and system activity usage. You want to make sure everything here is what you would expect. There's no rogue apps really draining more battery here, because that could be another huge contributor to your battery drain. As long as everything looks good, you don't have to worry about it. But say for instance you found something that might actually not look right, you can then go back out of battery, scroll back down to the bottom to apps, and then adjust it right here as usual. Say for instance Adobe Express was here, you can shut this down, no more background app refreshes, or simply just delete the app if it really doesn't seem like something very useful for you. And then also make sure, after all this, make sure you don't have any other unexpected apps sitting around here, and that every other app you have in the App Store is up to date. Apple does have submissions daily from developers to actually have these apps updated. And as you can see here, I have 26 app updates waiting, and this is something you need to do on a regular basis because it's always not just performance, but stability updates as well. And this is most important also right when a new version of iOS comes out, because this will then help you stay up to date and have these apps modified to existing and some new coding changes Apple might have implemented on the back end, again especially on larger software updates. So those are going to be the main topics I did want to talk to you about today in terms of trying to hopefully better your battery life. Let me know down below. I'm going to go ahead and stop this recording. Let me know if these tips help. If you have any additional ones you want to advise us on, throw them up in the comments below. We always read them. Let the other peers watching these videos know something else you might like as a good tip and trick for that as well. But aside from that, that's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace.